Next on the list is Obsidian Biface that I was given. This is from someone else. It looks like banded obsidian. Looks like banded obsidian. But we'll see. Once it gets thinner, I can probably see it better. It looks like there's bands in it. Okay. So yeah, I'll start with steel and see how that goes. You can knap obsidian with steel. Oh yes. Some types of obsidian are very brittle. I mean, extremely brittle. And hopefully this is not one of those varieties. I'm already starting off by striking the base. There's a step fracture in there. Yep. Some types of obsidian you gotta abrade a lot, and some you don't. So we'll see how it goes with this. Yikes. I said yikes because it didn't release at first. I was thinking I might have to hit it really hard, but it went, so not too bad. Yeah, once you start hitting really hard on obsidian, it is extremely unpredictable. Unless all the edges are perfect. And I don't knap that way, so it could end up in two pieces pretty quick. I don't knap with perfect edges every time. I'm going to thin down the ends more first, and then work on everything else. I don't know what I'm going to make from it yet. So we'll see. I've got a lot more dacite. I've got some obsidian, but it's mostly dacite that I've got with me. I'm going back to Midland, where I have some of my rocks still there in the landscaping in my yard, my old yard. Yep. So I'll probably dig that out. But for now, I just got these hand-me-downs, which is okay. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pressure flake the tip because I don't trust myself with the indirect percussion flaker yet on this steel, on this obsidian with the steel. But I can work on the bottom part, the base. Let's see. Yep, bands. Nice little bands. Banded obsidian. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but obsidian flakes, they fly. I've already got 2 flakes that flew more than 4 feet away. So I don't think anyone's going to be walking through this area tonight. It's already starting to get late, so I think we're safe. So I'm just attacking the lumps at random as usual. That's the way I usually do it. The thing that gets me is the flakes get on my pant leg on this side, and I'm resting my arm on my leg a lot, and then some of those flakes get caught in between the pant leg and my arm, and they get me. They end up in my arm. Yep. So before I go to sleep, I spend some time digging out whatever pieces of random obsidian are stuck in various places. Oh yes, always get some obsidian somewhere. This is not bad. This stuff is not as fragile as the black butter obsidian. I can already tell it's a lot more glass-like. It's not that bad. It's pretty good, actually. I was afraid it might be crumbly and steppy, but it's not too bad. Nope. Let's see how it pressure flakes. Here we go. I should wear a glove on my other hand when I do this part. Yeah. Why don't I wear long sleeves? Well, it got hot today. It got hot today, and if I feel uncomfortable, you're not going to see a good quality video. It's going to be on haphazard napping and various things being done wrong out of expediency, and because I'm not really in the mood for napping when it gets hot. So I'm not going to wear long sleeves, although that's the best way to nap obsidian is wearing long sleeves. Yep. For me, anyway. I've seen some guys nap with shorts and barefoot with obsidian. I do not understand it. I do not understand it. I would get a flake in my foot within 5 minutes. Not even an issue. It would be stuck in my foot. No. It would be almost immediate. And if I wore shorts, I'd have an obsidian flake stuck in my leg within 5 minutes. So nope. I cover up as much as possible within reason. And I had another pad with a hole in it so that these flakes that I'm removing with pressure go into the hole and don't bounce off the pad, but I don't have that pad right now, and I haven't made one like that. I will make one for obsidian if I end up napping a bunch. I usually drill a hole in the pad so that the obsidian flakes go into the hole and not fly out. They don't ricochet off the pad and fly all over the place like they're doing right now. Some of them go like that and just kind of fall into the palm of my hand, but they can fly by ricocheting off the pad. Ooh, this thins down quick. Yep. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's thinning down really, really fast. I want to make sure I don't get any step fractures or white powdery areas while I'm removing flakes. See the white powdery area, the steppy area right there? I should probably sharpen the tip, right? Yep. Yeah, Obsidian likes sharp tips on the tools. Yeah, you get less of that stepping and crushing if you use a sharp tip tool. Some guys square it off, I just round it off. Some guys use a square cross section. Can you see? I always ask that when I know you can't. So I thin down the tip. I got it aligned into the center as best that I can. And then I can do the rest in peace. I shouldn't really take it down too much. I shouldn't thin it down too much, because then it will I'll snap it off by accident. But oh well, I am going to thin it. Yep. I don't want any excuse for the Obsidian to go, I'm too thick on the end, so I'm going to snap in the middle. Just try me. The Obsidian's going to say, just try me and see. So I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I'm just trying to pay attention to where's the best place to remove flakes along the edge for now. I'm going to be thinning it here in a minute, so I'm looking for spots that are lumpy and irregular. I'm regularizing it. I'm looking for spots that are irregular so I can make them regular. Still debating on how thin I want to get it, right? I'm trying to remember from past experience how thin I can get this. I have napped this type of Obsidian before. I can usually get it pretty thin, this banded stuff. But I don't want to be adventurous when I only have one piece. This is the only piece of banded I have. I think I might have one more. Now that I think about it, might have one more piece of this. But it's not a biface, I don't think. I think I showed it in a previous video. Pressure flakes so nicely. Yep. Just gotta get rid of the original surface, which means I gotta plan on using one of these edges to run flakes into there. I can't really do it with this edge because it's too far to that other side. Yep, just little areas that are gonna rear their ugly heads. These little areas with step fractures in them. I have a coarse, this is a relatively coarse abrader to be using with Obsidian, so I've got to abrade it lightly so it's not going to be taking too much off the edge. Because it'll wipe out a lot of the edge just because the coarseness will flake the edge instead of grinding it. I'm feeling flakes already inside my glove. That's not good. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to use the aluminum to see if it runs longer flakes. Okay, I'm going to sharpen it. I made it a little bit pointy and made sure there's no debris embedded in the aluminum because that'll mess everything up. All right, let's see. Oh, it's not doing what I want, but at least it's not driving the flakes really far. I don't want to overshoot it. This is very narrow. I don't know. I'm going to have to hit it harder, which is not a good sign. Did it do it? Yes. I'm looking for cracks anywhere else. I think I have I hope I don't have a crack here. I don't know. That's worrying me. Let's see. It could be just a coincidence. Let's see. Nice series of flakes. Yep, that's the sound they make when you make a series of flakes. They go broom. All right, let's see. I gotta see if that's a crack or a coincidence. I think that's a coincidence right there. It just looks like a crack. I don't think it is one. Yeah, I don't think it is one. But we shall see. If it is, it will rear its ugly head soon enough. These smaller ones have a less of a coarseness. I think I should be using this one instead. The abrader. Not as coarse as my larger pieces. Alright, let's see if I can get this thin down. Is it doing it? It's doing it. Yep. The aluminum is doing it. I gotta tiptoe. Tiptoe through the tulips. It did not go. Got a little island going there. We're going to the islands today. Yep. Yep. Going to the islands. Oops. It slipped. What did it do? Is it going to cooperate? Do I have to get creative here with this stuff? Gotta pick at it. I usually don't like to pick at it. But Obsidian is so easily picked. That it might just be worth it. Why don't I like picking at it? Because it can flake in weird ways. Especially when I try to do that. Other guys can pick at it and they can be fine. But when I do it, sometimes it flakes in weird ways. So I'm just randomly regularizing it. What's the strategy? How do I choose where is the trouble spots? It's hard to explain. It's one of those artsy things. You just gotta have a little bit of an eye for it. Ooh, I just snapped off some of the tip. I could hear it crunch into the glove. It's not good. I just gotta regularize it where I see lumps. Unlumpify it. So yeah, not too much talking on this one either. I gotta pay attention. Very close attention. If I want to have anything ready for the auction and not break anything. So yeah, what do I talk about? I don't know. I'm on the verge of breaking it with every strike, so I don't know what to talk about. I don't want to install a curve into it either. That's always a danger. It's working. Slowly but surely. Very gentle. I got to be very, very gentle. It's not like the first piece I was working on. That one was a raw piece of stone. This one is totally different. Come on. That's not good. It just won't go. There's not many opportunities to get to that lump without trying to shoot a really long flake. I may have to lose some of the tip. To regularize it. Why do I even bother to regularize it sometimes when the real ones were not regularized very well sometimes? Well, everyone wants to see regular. Everyone wants to see how to make them perfect. That's why. I'm not going to make it perfect, but I'm going to try to come close to getting it really straight. Try as close as I can, or yeah, I'm trying to come as close as I can to getting it straight. I may not be able to. So easy to abrade obsidian, it's not even funny. So easy. It abrades so easily. Alright. Did it do it? Well, it's starting to. Yeah. Not too shabby. Except when it does that. See, if it doesn't release a flake, sometimes there's incipients. Come on. Didn't go far enough. I'm trying to attack that lump from different angles and it's not working too well. I'm always afraid to look. What is it going to do? Yes, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to clean it up. When I do the flake, I'm supposed to clean it. Not make it worse. This side is going to be an issue, looks like. All right. Nice. Yeah, this side flakes nicely. Why doesn't it learn from the other side? Why doesn't it teach the other side, I mean? This side needs to teach the other side how to flake. How to be flaky. Yeah. Are there layers in it? It's banded obsidian. Does that mean it has layers that I've got to work with? I gotta nap according to the layers. No. Just because it's banded doesn't mean it has layers in it. It might sometimes. But I don't think it's common to be very layery. But it can be. That might be an issue. Who knows? I can't really tell. Did it do it? Hopefully. It looks like it did. Yeah. Yeah, this side was better than that side. Yeah, this side behaved. This one didn't behave. I got a step fracture in there. Got nasty stuff in there. Let's see if I can abrade it out. Just by abrading the edge, sometimes those little step fractures will pop out. It popped out a little bit. See if we can fling these flakes across the way. Yeah, there it goes. That flew about 5 feet, at least. I don't know where that one went. Sometimes they land on top of my head. Yeah. Believe it or not. Alright, do I clean this side up with pressure or with percussion? I think you know the answer to that one. I'm gonna use my favorite, percussion, to clean it up, because it's messy. Messy. Clean up the worst areas with percussion first, and then we'll pressurize it. Yeah, it's a hard hit. It still didn't go as far as I wanted. What's up with that? That one didn't go at all. Is it gonna work? No. It's not gonna work. That one did not behave, and it's on the good side. I'm gonna have to use pressure on that one, because I'm not gonna hit that base that much anymore. I have a limited amount of strikes that I can do and still be safe. I am really tiptoeing this one. Tiptoe through the tulips on this one. Really being careful. I bet you every time I drop that flaker, someone jumps. What? What was that? I can't hold it very well. It's really short right now. I haven't taken the 5 minutes to put an extension on it. Nope. Don't want to. ADD doesn't let me. ADD doesn't let me spend the 5 minutes to put an extension on the flaker so I can hold it better. That's what I'm blaming it on. And I'm gonna stick to it. That worries me when it, I want it to flake, and when it does, I worry. me hit really hard. And when I do that, the overshots start to come out. They come out to play. You start hitting really hard and the overshots come out to play. And you're not gonna like them rules. Nope. They have their own weird rules. So now I'm just being delicate, more delicate for the secondary flaking to regularize it. Secondary meaning I don't need to thin it anymore. I'm just doing edge work. The only place it really needs to be thinned is down here, but I don't want to hit there. It doesn't want to behave. I'm gonna try one spot. Got my finger there. I don't know if that actually helps, but we'll see. I have broken them with the finger up on here. Yeah, that flake traveled a little bit, but not far enough. I'm either going to have to make the base concave so I can get in there, or get lucky with some pressure flakes, or maybe lucky with a big old percussion strike. I'm going to try the big old percussion strike from the edge on this side. Yep. We shall see. Turn the flaker a little bit to the fresh side. Hit it really hard and see if it did it. I think it did. I think it did it. Yeah. It was a lot uglier a second ago. I don't know exactly what it did, but it looks better. Let's try it again. See if it did it again. Did it do it again? I think it did. Now thinning it's not going to be difficult from the base, because that's just short flaking. Yeah. It's just short flaking now to thin down the base. Everything else is pretty straight. I think I can finish it up with pressure. Yeah. I can't see the bands. Well, I can see them a little bit. I can see the banding a little bit. Oh, yes. Let's see if I can get a light behind it. There it is. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to pressure flake it. That's it. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to push my luck. Supposedly I'm not going to push my luck. So yeah, I'm just kind of drifting off into the zone. I don't know what to discuss. Everyone knows how to pressure flake obsidian. If you haven't yet, you got to get on the boat so we can all be on the same boat. Everybody and his brother, uncle, and nephew know how to pressure flake obsidian. So the way I do it, I don't know if it's like the way you do it. You can leave a comment and say, I don't do it that way. Well, what way do you do it? Well, show us with a video. I'm just hitting the previously abraded areas first. Oops. So slippery. I'm just running flakes in the areas that are already abraded so I don't have to grab the abrader right now. But I will have to in a second when I do the other pass. If I think I need to do a pass on the other side, I might not need to. All right, here we go on the base. Start a little bit here first. I do need to get the abrader out. Can you see? I know you can't see. You can't see what I'm doing. But since everybody knows how to pressure flake this stuff, you don't need to see. You just need to watch so that I don't break it. Yep, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Just, keep an eye out or keep an ear out. If you hear a tink, I broke it. If you don't hear it, that's good. Everything's fine. No problems. Okay, alrighty, there we go. I got some flaking to do on this side, and that's it for that side. A little bit of flaking, a little bit of damage control, because there's lumps and steps. And in a perfect world, I'd be trying to sharpen that every 5 seconds. So I don't get those steppy steps like that or crushed areas. But I can just persnickety pick those areas out. Yeah, that's a Flintknapping term. Oh yeah. I've seen so many persnickety pickers out there. They know how to pick an edge clean. Yep. Oops, not like that. It's so easy to put in a step fracture. Luckily, it's easy to remove them too. But I'm getting flakes down in my glove. Oh, my arms. It's distracting me. I can't be distracted during this operation because then you'll hear the little clink when the tip falls into the debitage below. Yeah. The debitage below. It's a Flintknapping series. A movie series or a television series. Imagine that. Imagine if there was such a thing. Okay, I'm going to thin down the base area where I said it needed to be thinned only with short flakes. And try not to put any bending forces on it. Just take my time. Steppy step right there. I can probably get that with a nice pressure flake. Yepper. Another one right next to it. Yep. Another one next to that one. Yep. Another one next to that one. And go to the other side, do almost the same thing. Just inward forcing flakes, and it's so pretty. Yeah. Yep. We're almost there. Almost. Are we there yet? No, almost. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to use the abrader right now because I want it sharp. Yep. I don't want any dull areas. I could be using the abrader. I'm going to probably have to right there on this spot because there's steps and stuff. There's a nasty area in there. Let's see. There are other. Let's see if I can pick those out. There's one right here. One right there. There you go. Can I pick this one? Let's see. Can I pick these? I can pick them so they're flatter, and then I can run smoothening flakes across it. I need to run a smoothening flake up here too. Yeah, I'm abrading the whole edge now. Well, I see some smoothening opportunities. Okay, here we go. Start from the bottom and go upwards. Why? I don't know, just to change it up a bit, I guess. Just seems like a good thing to do. I need to get rid of that step right there. Let's see. I got rid of part of it. That's good enough. Just random flaking to try to pop out those step fractures and make it smooth. I'm following ridges sometimes. Yep. Sometimes I am following a ridge. No, I usually do. I usually follow ridges on Obsidian. It's just so easy. It makes everything so easy, comparatively speaking. I have braided some of this, so now I got to sharpen it. Not like that. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, nice and smooth. Thin it down just a little bit more. Be very picky. About where I abrade, so I don't dull the edge. I mean, I do need to dull the edge, but what I meant to say is so I don't have a lot of the edge dull after pressure flaking it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get rid of all the step fractures. I don't have enough practice with Obsidian to make the edge really, really beautiful. It's good enough. This up here gave me some trouble. It's not as pretty as it should be. All right, let's see if we can do it. In a perfect world, you had the in a perfect world, you would have the hollow ground effect from all these pressure bulbs. So the final edge is very thin. But I usually don't have the patience for that. So I leave it a little bit jagged, and that compensates for the lack of a lot of those perfect pressure bulbs that make the edge very thin. So wherever I see a thick spot, that's where I'm going to take a flake, and then I'll be done. Almost done. Almost there. I can almost see the house from here. Almost home. Okay, I'll stop messing with it. It's sharp, and I'm not going to notch it. It's just a blade. Alrighty then. Awesome. Just in case I forget to measure it later. Three and a little over 3 5/8. No. Yeah, a little over 3 5/8 by 1 3/8. Smaller than you thought, huh? Yep. After napping at it, zoomed in like that. So cool. That's it. Feels heavy. I don't know why. Obsidian always seems to feel heavy. Well, this particular piece anyway. I could have probably attacked this lump a little bit better, but it would make this too narrow right there. So I left that lumpy as straight as I can get it without making it too narrow. Alrighty. There you go.